Hey Hernando, welcome back to this month's edition of Follow Me to Brooksville, brought to you by the Brooksville Main Street program.
I'm Tina Marie.
And I'm Ryan.
And each month we'll focus on our great nightlife, our arts and culture, and share some historic facts along the way. This month we're going to focus on our Brooksville Main Street program, what it's all about, and how it got its start.
But before we do, let's focus on this great building, the longest standing business that we have in the city of Brooksville, Weeks Hardware. But I'm not going to tell you about it. Let's hear from Othello Weeks, the owner of this great business.
It's an old building. It's a good building. It's been here since 1913, and it's always been a hardware store. In 1913, my husband's grandfather built this building, so he opened up the hardware store here in 1913. And in 1916, they took their name off and named it Weeks Hardware, so it's been Weeks Hardware since 1916. Grandfather ran it, and then the father ran it, and then my husband, Joe Weeks, ran it. And as far as the building, it's a good building. It's a unique building. Upstairs, it's hardwood floors and really pretty. And then they have the old elevator in the back that they used at that time, freight elevator. Weeks Hardware was the first business in town to have a television set. Please come by and visit the store, and I'm open from 9:30 to 3 o'clock, 5 days a week, from Monday to Friday.
Wow, I really love hearing about the rich legacy and the tremendous history and ties these families have here in downtown. Now let's take a look at what our very own Brooksville Main Street program, how it got its starts.
Did you know that the National Main Street program has actually been around since 1980?
Wow, that's nearly 40 years.
That's right. It's existed in thousands of communities across the country, and when it works best is when the community rallies behind it, because it takes a community to really save a community.
So how did Brooksville Main Street get its start?
Well, it was a rigorous application process through the state of Florida that was started by the board of directors called the Brooksville Vision Foundation. They've been around since 2009. We actually are now accredited both nationally and through the state through that application and review process. We are a nonprofit corporation that is led by a board of directors, and what that means is we're not city or county employees. We actually work as a private nonprofit corporation. So as a nonprofit, we actually are in a public-private partnership with both the city of Brooksville and Hernando County. And what that means is we are leveraging all of our resources to be able to do more with less. So we do get some funding from both the city and the county, but we leverage that with all the monies we raise, and we're able to get a lot more done through this program and achieve economic development. Now, our economic development does work through principles of historic preservation. This is a historic preservation program. We are not just trying to build new buildings all over the place. We want to preserve the tremendous historic character that we have here in downtown. We actually work within what's called a 4-point approach. It is a patented system that was created by the National Trust for Historic Preservation and the National Main Street program. And what that means is we work through a 4-committee structure. We have an organization committee. They're working towards sustainability in the long term, as well as what our goals are going to be as we are moving forward through this organization. And the last one is a promotions committee. And now that's where you, Tina Marie, do a lot of the work. So tell us a little bit about your role.
What I do is about building excitement. And it's bringing the businesses and the residents together and wanting them to come to Brooksville to stay. I work alongside Ryan and our promotions committee, and we plan over 30 major events per year, in addition to the 25 Days of Christmas, which is my personal favorite.
One of my favorite times of the year, too.
It's building that excitement. Over the past year, since I've been on board, we've grown our Facebook followers over 4,000.
4,000 new followers in 1 year. That's amazing.
Yeah, and that shows the excitement that's here, and we're building that, so it's great for our community.
And we hear about it all the time. People come up to us and say, thank you so much for all the great things that you're bringing into downtown. Tina Marie does such an amazing job at what she does, and I'm so glad that she's a part of our team here at Brooksville Main Street. But programs and events aren't all of what we do. There are so many other things that we do. Through the Organization Design and Economic Vitality Committee, we're trying to develop programs and incentives that make sure that we keep our great historic character and that it's not lost. Even if new construction is built, that new construction needs to be done in a way that respects the character of the downtown. And when we talk about businesses and development in town, we're working to develop incentive programs for a business to want to come here, maybe instead of locating in another city like Dade City to the south or Inverness to the north. And then also programs for developers who will want to come spend money on rehabilitating some of our historic structures and making the entire building, like this one, use the upper and the lower floors. So Tina, I know there's some great statistics out there about what we do. What do the statistics say about how long it takes for a Main Street program to really start taking off?
Yeah. It really takes about 10 years to see a real change in the downtown area, in our community. And the Florida Main Street has certain metrics that they have that give us, kind of like a way to show the change and measure the change throughout our downtown.
So what are those metrics?
Well, it's net new jobs created, net new businesses created, and also the public and private dollars spent right here in the district.
Here's a graphic actually that shows net new jobs since 1985 throughout the entire state of Florida. You can see right at year 10, the line in the curve starts to really go upwards in more of an exponential growth pattern. And that's true for all of the statistics that we measure. What that shows is what Main Street is a long-term, incremental approach to economic development. There is no quick fix to coming into a community and just snapping your fingers and say, wow, look, we're revitalized. This is a long-term approach, and it has been proven successful across the entire country. We love all of our amazing downtown businesses, and we'd love an opportunity to share your business here. So if you have any interest in being highlighted on our next edition of Follow Me to Brooksville, please contact us.
Make sure to follow us on our social media and always like, comment, and share.
Hi, I'm Dana, the marketing director with Lookout Local. If you're interested in maximizing exposure to your business, contact me at dana@lookout-local.com. We look forward to helping your business grow.
And first, we want to thank Othello for allowing us to film in this amazing building. It's one of the most beautiful buildings we have in downtown. So please, next time you're in downtown, please stop by and say hello to Othello. And if you have any interest in buying a building downtown, she might have one available for you. So now, let's talk about what's coming up over the next month.
We have coming up the Brooksville Blueberry Festival, don't forget, April 27th and 28th, right here in downtown. And our Uncommonly Artsy is actually combined with that. So this month, everybody will be all together. We always have the Brooksville Farmers Market every Sunday, located on Old Hospital Drive. But for the Farmers Market on Blueberry Festival weekend, so everybody will be all together that weekend in Brooksville during the Blueberry Festival. And also, our great Friday Night Live concert series, we have May 10th. We have a great new country band. It's Stone Buckle, kicking it off at 5. And then we have, coming back, actually returning this year, Stereo FM. They'll be playing the 7 o'clock slot and going all the way till 10:30.
I remember lots of people really liked them and said, please bring them back. So we have.
Thanks again for joining us for another edition of Follow Me to Brooksville. And don't forget, don't get caught sitting still. Follow me to Brooksville.
Hey Hernando, welcome to this month's edition of Follow Me to Brooksville, brought to you by the Brooksville Main Street program.
Each month, okay.
No, I'm Tina Marie, and I'm Ryan.
On 3, 2, 1, go.
Wow. I love hearing about such a tremendous. Take two.
Did you know the National Main Street Program has existed since 1980?
Wow, that's nearly 40 years.
Yep, it is. And now I forgot what I'm going to say. Well, did you know that the National Main Street Program has actually been around for 40 years?
Wow.
And I just skipped right over your line. And we...
I'm glad you mess up too.
I'm glad.
Oh no, not that part yet.